Good evening from Toronto. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Grizzlies have long departed Vancouver. The Raptors are Canada's team. And right now, one of the most consistent in the NBA.
And this team has a whole country behind them, Ed, just not a city. And I'm so sick and tired of fans talking about this team can't make it out of the playoffs. They have the personnel to achieve the ultimate level of success, and that's winning an NBA championship.
No, in hockey terms, he's ready to drop the gloves. We're ready to go in this one in Toronto. The Celtics control the tap. Trying to cash in, not going down for him this time. Gordon Hayward tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Leaving no doubt, slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Whoa, what a finish.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Lowry has the basketball. To Gasol. Hayward the rebound. To Wade. Nowitzki. Gets to the basket and scores.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And he finishes at the rim.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Can't connect from in close.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
And the nice finish at the rim.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Lowry into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. That's out. Last touch by Norman Powell. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Celtics have it. Hayward. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Download this all. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
It's a turnover as they head the other way. Ah, the monster stuff.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Hayward. Curling inside. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Cantor, the shot, almost. And throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Toronto has the basketball. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Dwayne Wade. Getting dirty. Loose ball on the deck. That'll get out off the Raptors. Wade. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Ibaka. Enes Kanter snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Ball's controlled by Boston. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Count the bucket for two.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Flushes it home. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Celtics way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lowry with it. His guys down big. Enes Kanter able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's like, oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And he dunks it down for two.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Celtics have it. Dwayne Wade goes to the left side. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good. It's a three-point play. This big first half continues. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
In a flash, scores at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. To Gasol. Marc Gasol. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
It's good. And one.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Count it. Old-fashioned three-point play. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a bundle. Ibaka. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Hayward. Gets it in the left corner. Serge Ibaka rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Lowry. Dwayne Wade sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And finishes strong. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Jeremy Lin. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
In the slam.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Lin with it. Looking to make something happen. Celtics have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Celtics come away with it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Short jumper off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
And a throwdown.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
That'll get out off the Raptors. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Hayward. Cantor. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throws up and perfect. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Gasol.
1 minute remaining.
surveys the floor. Enes Kanter pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Gasol. Rebound taken by Wade. To Kanter. With the flush, taking on all comers.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Gasol swats it. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Celtics entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. And no matter what was tried by the opposition, they just couldn't be slowed down. This could turn into more of a blowout before we know it. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The Raptors have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Defense.
The Boston Celtics have been exhibiting some amazing defense in this matchup. Steals on the floor, blocks in the sky. They're dominating on defense all over the floor.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
He's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Can't connect on the first free throw. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. To Wade. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Toronto with the basketball. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
To Wade. Curling inside. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. It's a turnover as they head the other way. That pass taken away by Toronto.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Wade. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Knocked loose. Boston with the basketball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Add one more to his total.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Knocked loose. Powell to Van Vliet. It's rebounded by the Celtics. Nowitzki. He throws it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Gordon Hayward. Huge block. Out of bounds the call. Off Gordon Hayward. To Van Vliet. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Short jumper won't fall. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Nowitzki. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip. Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Nowitzki to Hayward. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lynn with it. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Cantor. To Nowitzki. Cantor. A big finish at the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Lynn with it. His guys down big. Knocked loose. Nowitzki. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Lynn with it. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Cantor. He gets it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his group together and talk it all through. Time for some new personnel into the game. To Powell. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Norman Powell at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Hayward. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lowry into the front court. They're looking to make something happen. Celtics have it. To Cantor. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Throws it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Rises for the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Norman Powell. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down, the Celtics own a comfortable lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th and final quarter. And it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting 5 has certainly earned the 4th quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Toronto has the basketball. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. It'll stay Raptors basketball. Lowry. Rebound comes to Cantor.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Knocked loose. And the basket good at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Gordon Hayward at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Nice work by Fred VanVleet.
I love when I see smaller players finish in the paint amongst the trees. But if you're a big on the other side, you can't let that happen so easy.
To Hayward. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3. Knocked loose. Ah, rocking the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Cantor. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Enes Kanter trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Add one more to his total. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And counted at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Celtics have it. Oh, emphatic slam.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Fred VanVleet to McCaw. That approach, that's what you want to see. Nice save. Short jumper and a putback slam.
Oof, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Knocked loose. Fred VanVleet to McCaw. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Marc Gasol with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Siakam has got 2 shots coming. His career mark right now sits at 63%. Oops, he missed the first one. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Enes Kanter at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Toronto with the basketball. Enes Kanter sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he adds the free throw. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Dwayne Wade. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Curling inside. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Dirk Nowitzki with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. He's now 5 for 6.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Turns and slams it down. Knocked loose. From 18 feet at the buzzer, it's a victory here for the Celtics. They move to 1-0 in their new campaign. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Celtics put their opponents away in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Raptors seemed to lose their edge as the game got out of hand. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Defense.
The Boston Celtics showed us how important defense can be in this league, especially when it leads to plenty of opportunities on the other end of the court.
Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Toronto Raptors. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.